Okay, this is the Professor, CBMD PhD, and today is Monday, June 19th, 2023. It is 3:19 and 9 seconds, AM Eastern Daylight Time, and today's research, astronauts' brains. So let's jump to it here. Long missions, frequent travel, take a toll on astronauts' brains. Date June 8th, 2023. Source, University of Florida. A study looking at how the human brain reacts to traveling outside Earth's gravity suggests frequent flyers should wait 3 years after longer missions to allow the psychological changes in their brains to reset. Researchers studied brain scans of 30 astronauts from before and after space travel. Their findings reveal that the brain's ventricles expand significantly in those who completed longer missions of at least 6 months, and that less than 3 years may not provide enough time for the ventricles to fully recover. Ventricles are cavities in the brain filled with cerebral spinal fluid, which provides protection, nourishment, and waste removal to the brain. Mechanisms in the human body effectively distribute fluids throughout the body, but in the absence of gravity, the fluid shifts upward, pushing the brain higher within the skull and causing the ventricles to expand. They found that the more time people spent in space, the longer their ventricles became. Many astronauts travel to space more than one time, and their study shows it takes about 3 years between flights for the ventricles to fully recover. They don't yet know for sure what the long-term consequences of this is on health and behavioral health of space travelers, so allowing the brain time to recover seems like a good idea. Of the 30 astronauts studied, 8 traveled on 2-week missions, 18 were on 6-month missions, and 4 were in space for approximately 1 year. The ventricle enlargement tapered off after 6 months. The biggest jump comes when you go from 2 weeks to 6 months. In space, there is no measurable change in the ventricle's volume after only 2 weeks. With increased interest in space tourism in recent years, this is good news, as shorter space junkets appear to cause little physiological changes to the brain. While researchers cannot yet study astronauts who have been in space much longer than a year, there's also good news that the expansion of the brain's ventricles levels off after about 6 months. The space researchers were happy to see that the changes don't increase exponentially, considering they will eventually have people in space for longer periods. And this is a professor on astrophysics, mathematics, computer science, and later of research. This video was created for educational purposes only. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have a great day.